One day, our friend Michael was taking an English placement test because he wanted to apply for a certain job. While answering the questions, a conversation started inside his subconscious mind. What could the answer to this question be? Then his subconscious replied. Michael said, "Baby shark? What does that have to do with the answer?" His subconscious kept going. Michael tried as much as possible to leave the baby shark thing aside and look for the answer inside his head. Finally, he succeeded, but with great difficulty. The situation that Michael went through? Almost everyone has been through it. You are focused on something important, and suddenly your mind gives you a commercial break, a certain phrase or a certain song, and they keep repeating over and over, until the moment passes, and then we continue our lives. So the question here is, what is actually happening? First of all, you're not alone. More than 90% of humanity suffers from this phenomenon, and many of them experience it at least once a week. It mostly happens when we're not focusing too much, like when brushing our teeth, waiting for water to boil for tea, or waiting for the morning bus to go to work, and things like that. This phenomenon is one of the biggest mysteries around humans. Many scientists were completely unable to explain what happens, and how a phrase or a melody can easily stick in a human's mind. What happened to Michael in the exam? Involuntary musical imagery, or earworm. Earworm is a clear example of mental imagery. Mental imagery is divided into two parts: visual images and auditory images. Visual images are like when you close your eyes and imagine a red rally car, and feel like you actually see it even with your eyes closed. Auditory images, which is our topic today, is when you start imagining a group of sounds that don't exist around you at that moment. Earworm means when a song or phrase gets stuck in your head. It is not by choice, it just comes suddenly, and it's hard to stop. It keeps repeating again and again. For example, you hear a random tune, and later it comes back in your mind many times. It depends on you, your memories, mood, and situation. Example: you get good news at work, then hear a song. That song may stay in your head and come back whenever you feel the same happy mood. Some songs stick more, like Baby Shark, because they are simple, catchy, and easy to remember. Scientists explain this using the Zeigarnik effect. When we don't finish something, the brain keeps reminding us. Same with songs. We often know only part of the lyrics, so the brain repeats it like an unfinished task. How to stop it? Chew gum, right pointing arrow. It distracts your brain and breaks the loop. Do puzzles, right pointing arrow, especially word puzzles like crosswords. They use the same brain area as songs, so they replace the song. Listen to the full song, right pointing arrow. Sometimes finishing the lyrics makes the brain complete the task and stop repeating it. Change activity, right pointing arrow. Doing something that needs focus like talking to someone or writing can also push the song away. Most people actually don't mind earworms, but if it annoys you, these tricks can help.